standing in. Hit hard up the middle. Reined in. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Batting it. The first baseman.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. Despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Into the box now, Corbin Martin, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the 0-1. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Escobar, base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Here's Starling Marte. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
2 out with the man at first. And a good at bat that time as he lays off for ball 4, and as a result that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Ready now, Ketel Marte, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
First offering on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Now the 1-0.
Count is 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-1 home.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We've played 2 full. LA's on top 4-1. Digging in, Drew Jackson, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Inside ball. That's a ball.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here. The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Here's another 0-2.
That's out.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Hard sinker misses 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
So we got him looking there. Mookie Betts becomes the first out of the inning.
Muncy.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Three and 0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch fouled off. Again, another foul ball.
Ball.
And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Fouled away. First and second now, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Sharp ground ball to third. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Standing in, Tim LeCastro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Nick Ahmed. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Lifted in the air out to right. Bellinger's under it. 2 gone.
Now batting. The catcher. Steven Vogt.
Now in the box, Stephen Vogt, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down low, and the
3-0.
plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Fastball, and it gets
Down
by him.
3-1.
A swinging strike. And the count will be full. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Scooped up, throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail it 4-1. Next up for Los Angeles, Will Smith. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
Runner at second now as a result of the error, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kike Hernandez. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting.
So a runner on second with 1 down now. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. First offering on its way.
Inside.
Way
ball 1.
inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And, oh, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Walker Buehler is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Two and 0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Two 2-0 count. The pitch.
3-0 the count.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0 is taken, strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, DJ Peters, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded in shallow left by Ahmed. Throw won't get him.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
In now, Drew Jackson, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
2-0 now. Two out, bases loaded. Outside 3-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too, and here he is again still with the bases loaded.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Merrill Kelly answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Merrill Kelly.
Mookie Betts will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. 2 runs are in. And he's in safely to third, as on the play 3 runs come across to score.
With the bases loaded, the pitcher couldn't afford to get behind an account, so he grooves it on the first pitch, and he jumps all over it, clearing the bases and scoring 3. That's part of why pitching with the bases loaded is so challenging.
Next up is Max Muncy, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh and 1, here it comes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Marte going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 8 and the D-backs 1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, David Peralta.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and it's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
And it's fouled away.
1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona.
Chopped on the ground to first. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping in, Christian Walker comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Walker playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Pitch is popped up. Betts waits on it. And the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Right field. Cody Bellinger.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground toward short. Ahmed fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting. The catcher. Will Smith.
Ready for another chance? Will Smith. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Here's the 1-1. It's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Drilled to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. At the plate, Kike Hernandez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. Here comes the 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Runners on first with 1 down. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
From the stretch, Justin Turner is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing, so I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate, see if they can get him to chase something.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
The 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Into the corner and slicing foul. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He can't get there as it falls in. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Hit down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. And the tag gets him. But 1 run is in to score on the play.
Now batting. The center fielder. DJ Peters.
Ready once again, DJ Peters. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's in.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3-0 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Swing, strike 2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Inside, ball
And he
four.
misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So striding in, Drew Jackson, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball 1.
He's already
Counts
walked 2
1-0.
in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here it comes, 1-0. Check swing,
2-0.
no swing, says the home plate umpire, ball 2.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot. If it's not there, you have to take.
And he gets this
2-1.
fastball over. It's 2-1. Three
That
and
is
one
ball
is
3.
the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
I got 3
It
balls.
often
3
becomes
balls,
harder to
1
hit the
strike.
zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And
That's
that
ball 4.
misses.
Take your
Ball
base.
4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting. Second base. Mookie. Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball that's outside.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
That's ball
And he
2.
won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
There's certain pitches throughout the game that decide whether you win or lose it. This is certainly one of the bigger moments right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Swung on and missed.
2 balls,
That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball.
3-2.
That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the D-backs 1. Domingo Leyba will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number one. Domingo. Leyba.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And now a
One ball,
curveball that
one
bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. Leyba stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And that misses 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
The 1-0 home.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 4. Ketel Marte.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ketel Marte. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
2 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Here's a pop-up now. Muncy shading to his right, and that retires the side. Alex Young gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. He'll start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. And now a pitch on the way. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So digging in now, Cody Bellinger. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Marte is there. 2 down.
Now batting. The catcher. Will Smith.
Digging in now, Will Smith. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he falls behind now, 2-0. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Drilled down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Now batting.
Not to minimize the hit here because it was a double all the way, but the wheels kind of came off defensively, and he's on third because of a bad throwing miscue.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone.
Up next to the Dodgers. The third
To the plate now, Justin Turner, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Pitch on the way. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
2 out, nobody on. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Dodgers lead it 12-1. Now at the plate, Tim LeCastro. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, that's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
I got the count. 1-2.
Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 13. Shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nick Ahmed. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now to the plate, Stephen Vogt. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back. Left fielder. David Peralta.
Into the box, David Peralta. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2.
I got the count 2-2.
High and deep to right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So striding forward now, Eduardo Escobar. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Diamondbacks 2. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Walker Buehler.
Number 21, Walker Buehler.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 2-2.
Full count. 3-2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Down the third baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, the center fielder, DJ Peters.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Into the box, DJ Peters.
He swings and grounds it to short.
To second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Drew Jackson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cutter low. 1-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Fouled off. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit to short. There is Ahmed. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers go down quietly, so they're unable to add to their 12-2 lead. At the plate, Christian Walker. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ildemaro Vargas will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Ildemaro Vargas.
And he lays off there, 1-0. He enters play here at 288, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 2, Starling Marte.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Starling Marte. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
He's up to 100 pitches now, but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last throw tells me he's wearing down right now.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Grounded up the first baseline. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order, and this one rolls on. It's 12-2. Stephon Crichton enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Stephon Crichton.
Ready to begin the 8th and set to go is the second baseman, Mookie Betts.
The second baseman, Mookie Betts.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0.
That's outside.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0. Takes this the other way to right. Marte is there, one away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard towards the hole. A dive and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In his career, Bellinger is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Yep,
and there's ball 1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. So they're unable to add to their 12-2 lead. Now batting, Ketel Marte. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Pitch on the way.
Ball in.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Digging in, Tim LeCastro, not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? Gonna be a tough play. 1 there. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nick Ahmed. He went deep last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight, and this one rolls on. It's 12-2. All set to start the 9th in this one, and now it'll be the catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left, number 11 for him on the season, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Now back, left field, Kike Hernandez.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Stepping into the box, Justin Turner. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Turner swings, and it's a very well hit ball to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 21, Walker Buehler.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Walker Buehler. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, have a day right here. 3rd knock of the game for the pitcher. Don't be shocked if he's not in a 3-hole for this manager tomorrow.
Peter.
At the plate, DJ Peters. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. LeCastro is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers out in front, 13-2. Ross Stripling takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 68, Ross Stripling.
Stepping in, Stephen Vogt starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's out.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Stripling has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Count is 1-2 now. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, David Peralta. Line toward right center. Bellinger is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Stepping up now, Eduardo Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here. And the runner is in from second.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
At the plate now, Ketel Marte. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now. So now to the plate, Tim LeCastro. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
This is pulled into right, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
To the plate now, David Peralta. Swing and a drive to right by Peralta. This one's got some carry. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. David Peralta has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, man. Especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Runner at first following the error. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Christian Walker. Madison Bumgarner will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Hit hard to third. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Starling Marte, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this gets down. Extra bases. Has he cleared them to win the ball game?
Now batting, the right fielder.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte, as he rips it on the ground to second. Bellinger brings it in. And he'll be tagged out at the plate. We are into extra innings, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Drew Jackson. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
On to first, and it's a very quick start to the 10th. Already 2 away here. Now the pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little.
Now Muncy with a swing and a deep drive to right. Racing back the right fielder. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. So here's Cody Bellinger.
Now batting.
As Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one. Attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Leading off the inning, Tim LeCastro. And they'll need him to get something going here. Hit on the ground toward the left. And through into left field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
0-1 the count. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a two-run shot to left center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one. Really put the guys